4. Okay, it means that you create, then you create the components, then you create the container. But in 1.6 and onwards, you can skip this one. Okay, but in exam, don't worry, it's up to you. But for discussion, I will use the steps given on the module. Otherwise, you'll confuse. Okay, you declare the object, you declare the components, you create the components, you declare the container. What's the next step? Okay, some of you might say, okay, the next step is put all these components to the tray. Okay, can is correct, but before that, there's another important step. You need to tell the compiler, tell the system, this container or this tray, the layout, susunatur, layout, how you're going to organize the tray so that it can accommodate all these components. You need to tell. How to tell? Using the library method known as setLayout. Okay. Tray.setLayout. Okay, what layout you want to use? How many layouts are there in Java? How many layouts? There are 5. In topic 10. Okay, there are 6 layouts in Java: flow layout, border layout, grid layout, cutback layout, cut layout, box layout. Okay, and also null. If you take null into consideration, there are 7. But here we will focus on flow layout, border layout, and grid layout. For this syllabus, for this subject, we only focus on flow layout, border layout, grid layout. Others won't be asked in the exam. Okay, so if you want to know, you can read on your own. But by using flow, border, and grid layout, just nice for you to create, sophisticated GUI programs. Okay, for the question given, what layout you want to use? Okay, for the syllabus, we focus on flow layout, border layout, and grid layout. So for this one, what layout you want to use? Pardon? Flow. Okay, flow means the components will be arranged from left to right. Okay, from left to right. Once it's occupied, the whole line is occupied, the next component will be pushed to the next line. So it means left to right, full will go to the next line. Okay, so that is flow layout. Flow. Okay, left to right. Okay, how about border layout? Okay, border layout is also simple. Okay, border layout, the components will be adjusted according to the geographical locations: north, south, west, east, center. Okay, do you see that here? No, right? You don't see like north, south, west, east. No, this is flow. It's already obvious that this is flow. Okay, how about grid? Grid layout means the components will be arranged according to the rows and column, according to grid. For example, like this. Okay, for example, let's say you want to use grid layout. Okay, you want to use grid layout. Grid layout 2, 4. 2, 4 means what? 2. This is rows. This is columns. So altogether, how many components? 8. Right. So let's say you want to put 2 rows, 4 columns for button. So it's like this. Sorry. Okay, like this. How many rows you have? 2. How many columns? 4. So it will be arranged like this. Okay. 2 rows, 4 columns. Okay, this is row 1, row 2. This is column 1, column 2, column 3. This is column 4. So altogether, 8 components. Okay. So is it looks like a grid layout? Some of you say yes, because you will say this is 1 row. How many columns? Yes, also can. Okay, 1 row, 6 columns. So another 2. So another 2. So this is column 5, column 6. Okay, so in the exam it's okay. We won't deduct any marks. So you can use what you call flow or grid. Okay, in the exam, no problem. But I will say flow is the best. You know why? Because if you use flow, okay, you see here carefully. Is it centralized or left justified or right justified? Centralized. Okay. If you're using flow layout, you can adjust the location, whether it is centralized or left or right justified. But if you use grid layout 1 row 6 column for this example, the whole thing will be pushed to the left justified. So is it accurate? No, it is not so accurate because this is centralized. But for the exam, we don't deduct any marks. Okay. But if you're doing real coding using PC, so the best is flow. Okay, because grid same like this, but the whole thing will push to the left. Okay, so the best is flow layout. Okay, so how? Okay, flow layout, is it center, left or right? Center. Okay, so you go to your notepad. Okay, so you write like this. New flow layout in bracket flow layout dot center. Make sure 2 brackets closing. Okay, done. Okay, so I have shown you all the steps. You declare the components, create the components, declare the container, set layout for the container. The last step is to put all the components to the container or to the tray. So how to put? Okay, what keyword you need to use? You use add. Okay, what is the name of the container? Tray, right? Tray add. Okay, you need to do it according to the sequence. Okay, what's the first one? Like second one? Tray dot add B2. Yeah, actually you can copy paste. Okay, the good thing about Applet, you can copy paste so many things. Okay, so basically this is the complete program for the question. Okay, always simple, always remember. First step, declare the components. Second step, create the components. Third step, create the container. Fourth step, set the layout for the container. And finally, put all the components to the container. The name of the container is tray. Okay, any question? Okay, let us compile. Before that, make sure you save. Okay. Class name is my applet. So the name of the file should be the same. myapplet.java. All files. Make sure you save in the bin. Okay. Make sure all files. Make sure you save in the bin directory of JDK. Okay, JDK 1.6 in the bin, same like in the previous tutorials. Okay, so this is a complete program. Okay, quite short and quite straightforward. That's why I told you writing applet programs are easier, okay, than writing conventional class programs. Okay, now I will compile. JDK1 J, what's the name of the file? JDK 1.6 underscore. Please check. 1. Underscore 28. Okay, make sure you go to the bin directory, then you can compile. Compile same, jawak my applet.java. Okay, let us check whether got any error. No error. Okay. Okay, before I execute, I just want to explain to you. Okay, import jawaks.swing. What it means? It is a library that keep all the information about components like JButton. Okay. How about AWT? Java AWT. It is the library that keep all the information about layout, flow layout, and so on. Okay. If you, for example, what I will do, if I take this one, if I take out this one, okay, take out this one, I save, then I compile. You can see the effect. I see got error. See now, the compiler is complaining that it cannot recognize flow layout. Okay, because AWT is the one keeping all the information about layout. If you take out AWT, import Java AWT, then the compiler cannot recognize flow layout. Okay. In the exam, it's not compulsory to put all this import. If you forget to put, it's okay, no problem. We won't deduct any marks. But when you type using your laptop or your desktop, make sure you put that. Okay, let me compile again. Now no error. Okay, what is the next step? Can I run this program? Java. Okay, let me run. .java. Got error. When I compile, no error, but when I run, got error. Why? Two reasons. Okay, I got error because there are two reasons. Okay, when you want to run, if non-applet program, if you want to run the program, you use Java, right? Okay, sorry, if you want, you cannot put .java, right? Still got error. Why? Pardon? I mean, not so accurate. Two reasons. Okay, first, if you want to run applet programs, you cannot use Java. You cannot use Java. Okay, that's one. Second one, if you want to run applet program, you need to have .html here. .html. So it means myapplet.html. It means that you need to create another file with the name myapplet.html, because applet is a web-based program. Web-based means you need to embed myapplet.java into HTML. Okay, so you only can run the HTML codes. You cannot run the Java code. Always remember, but you compile, no problem. Java myapplet.java. Okay, but when you want to run, you cannot use Java, and you cannot use myapplet. You need to use myapplet.html. That means the HTML file you need to create, which I will show you later. Okay. How to run? You cannot use Java. Okay, how to run? You have two options. One, you use applet viewer, one word, or you just double click that HTML file. Okay, actually, applet viewer is a browser simulator. Okay. Okay, don't worry, I will show you how to write HTML. Okay, now you open another notepad. Okay, now you type the HTML code. That is there in your module in topic 10. Sorry, in topic 9. But for the exam, no need to write HTML codes. Okay, section 9.2, building applets. Topic 9. Okay, you just type like this, HTML. Okay, applet code. Okay, doesn't matter whether it's small.